Welcome to Mabot Antique Auction Gallery. We're going to go over a few items that we have for the Friday, June 7th, 2019 catalog session. We're representing around a little over 40 families here in North Carolina. Some of the families have deep roots here in North Carolina, and some have moved to North Carolina and descended through the Northeast and the Midwest. As you walk in the front door here, Dylan, we have a large selection of fine art displayed on the walls. We have French Empire 19th century candlestick collection. We have a world of clocks. We've got great early American furniture such as a Chippendale, Connecticut secretary bookcase. North Carolina corner cupboards. On our featured wall here, Dylan, we have musical instruments, Edison talking machines, ukuleles, wall clocks, and beautiful homespun coverlets, and then we have rugs hanging. An outstanding example of Shenandoah Valley, Virginia pie safes dating from the mid-19th century. Here's an important North Carolina object that came in I was very excited to see. We don't see these very often. Here's a signed North Carolina full stock long rifle dating from earlier than mid-19th century. It is signed on top of the barrel, Eliza Albright and Son. It descended through the family, has original finish in the stock, no major repairs anywhere on the gun. Original brass trigger guard has been converted from flintlock to percussion. But another outstanding new discovery here in North Carolina. In our featured country corner, we have a number of nice North Carolina objects. We have a beautiful cherry corner cupboard, a beautiful jelly cupboard, a small mid-Atlantic country two-piece cupboard, and an important Oxford, North Carolina, Granville County, selling for the Moss Bullock family, little inlaid blanket chest. We have a nice selection of North Carolina art pottery, as well as utilitarian pottery such as J.D. Craven, Timothy Boggs, and other makers. Lot number 410 has been sort of a mystery to us until we've done more research. We have now believed it to be a late 18th century American-made tall case clock made in Norwich, Connecticut by the famous silversmith Joseph Carpenter. If you look closely at the dial, which we've inspected front and back, we believe it is to be 90% or 95% silver content. Joseph Carpenter is noted in Norwich as having a silversmith shop in Norwich in the late 18th century. Also, under Wikipedia, you'll talk about him making clocks as well. Here is a rare original example that descended through a family here that relocated to North Carolina. This clock is descended through their family and it's being sold for the very first time. Make sure you note the dial. The dial is very important on this. Up front in our gallery, Dylan, we are displaying the Southern Railroad collection. Comes in out of Clemens, North Carolina, and we're really excited about these items. Here's a very rare 1954 a gift of Southern Railroad, a locomotive bale. After doing history on things like this, when they started changing over the new locomotives in the mid-20th century, we believe the Southern Railroad bale was a gift to a church. Out of the same collection the Southern Railway bale came from was this rare, large steam whistle. Note down here at the very bottom, stamped, gift of Southern Railway System 1951. Another very rare item here. We also have Virginia Railroad locks. We have signals and a model of a Southern Railway caboose that was made to be, believed to be made at the Spencer Shops in Spencer. Up front we have Louis XV French Orlamu mounted furniture. We have a nice little ladies' desk and a beautiful little tri-corner dressing vanity. On top of our showcase up front, this comes through a private family here in North Carolina. This piece descended through their family and they had a retail store or a bread business in the late 1930s. Mickey Mouse was licensed from this bread company, and this is an original store display of a Mickey Mouse in running motion with a movable arm, if you look closely, with a wooden easel back. It is signed on the lower left, Walt Disney. Also note the pie eyes of Mickey and his fingers. It will date it from you. It looks like the late 1930s. Totally all original paint and paper mache, and it's missing, I think, one finger on one of his hands. Otherwise, very rare object. In our front featured showcases, we have this very rare African mask. Totally original. Also in the front showcase, we have Chinese tea caddies, we have a samurai sword, we have beautiful early portraits, and a very important Philadelphia milk pitcher made by the Remy family. In our second showcase up front, we have a nice selection of jewelry, diamonds, and precious stones, and other fine jewelry. Also in the front showcase, we have this very rare identified miniature portrait by the Ames artist in Albany, New York. It descended through the family. Reverse side is gold with a hair locket on the inside the window there. Also accompanying this, what it makes so unique, the family has original letter. We have typed this letter on our site, and it is identified as Honorable Alexander Sheldon, medical doctor, born in Sheffield, Connecticut, October 23rd, 1766, died in Montgomery County, New York in 1836. Very important original family history. This will be accompanying the portrait. We have a nice selection of European and American pocket watches. We have this very rare archive from 1902 found in the Bullock Moss family in Oxford, North Carolina. It is the graduating class of 1902 at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Every cabinet card is inscribed on the back in pencil the name and the year and at Carolina. All these. Great, incredible collection. This catalog session, we have a large selection of sterling silver, flatware sets, hollowware, and related. Here is a outstanding Southern antique Pembroke table descended through a family out of Kentucky. Note the original surface finish, unaltered. We have a nice selection of early American clocks, including double dials, triple deckers, Seth Thomas City Series, and others. We have world antiques from Africa and other foreign countries. Here's an outstanding example of a Sonora chime Seth Thomas 8-bell mantel clock. Also view some of the rugs. We have a nice selection of rugs throughout our gallery this week. Pay close attention to the 4 portraits. We believe it to be the 4 seasons, and we're selling them individually. They're from a very famous artist, American artist, Leslie Elizabeth Jackson. These are 4 watercolors that descended down through her family, have never been offered to the public. In the remainder of the auction, we have outstanding furniture for your home. We have investment quality furniture. We have nice utilitarian furniture, things that are showroom ready to go into your gallery or your collection. Great selection that came together very quickly here at Mebane Auction in the last 30 days. Again, we're representing a little over 40 North Carolina families. This will be a catalog session of 504 lots being sold in numeric order starting at 1 o'clock with lot number 1. We invite you to come view our preview on Thursday, June the 6th. The preview will begin at 9 a.m. on Friday, June 7th. Auction beginning at 1 o'clock. Thank you.